Shalom, Yashala. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to begin this lesson off by saying Barakafah Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakwah Kwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders at GreatMillStone also, who rule well, pushing brothers to be exalted, to, in the spirit. I'd like to say Shalom to all of the sincere Akim worldwide, pushing this truth in sincerity, earnestly waiting for the day of the Lord, in righteousness. And really what I want to get straight into is a lesson on the fact that Israel is in the condition that we're in because of the fact that we disobeyed Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Because you see, contrary to popular belief, the so-called Negroes, Latinos and Native Americans of today are the true lost children of Israel, man. We are the children of Israel, man. The people of the Bible. The people that Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai gave the laws to through Moses at Mount Sinai, man. We are those people. We are the children of those people, and in the spirit, we are those men coming back in the reincarnation. He that have an ear to hear, let him hear. But in the same fashion that our people are wicked today, they were wicked back then, man. And the fact that we were wicked, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai allowed their enemies to come upon us and take us over. Because you got the whole book of Judges. I'm in Judges, the 2nd chapter right now. If you read through the whole book of Judges, there's a list of different captivities that Israel went through. And it was just captivity after captivity after captivity, where a judge would come up, save Israel, they'd be good for a minute, and then all of a sudden they go back to that pagan worship. And then the Lord would deliver them into the hands of another nation, man. That's the history of our people. And that's really what is, that's what has been until now. But Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai is going to liberate us from this last captivity. I'm going to get into some scriptures. Judges, the 2nd chapter, and I'm going to start from verse 15. Whithersoever they went out, the hand of the Lord was against them for evil, as the Lord had said, and the Lord had sworn unto them, and they were greatly distressed. Why was the Lord's hand against Israel for evil? Because of the fact that they did evil in the Lord's sight. They committed spiritual fornication and worshipped the other gods, covered with a covering of their spirit rather than that of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Yeah. Nevertheless, the Lord raised up judges, which delivered them out of the hand of those that spoiled them. So the Lord Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai set up judges, Israelite men, who delivered Israel out of the hands of the men that were spoiling them. And yet they would not hearken unto their judges, but they went a whoring after other gods. So even when the judges came to help deliver Israel and told Israel what they had to do to get right, in typical Negro, Latino, and Native American fashion, so-called, they weren't trying to hear the words of the prophets, of the judges at the time they were called. But they went a whoring after other gods and bowed themselves unto them. They turned quickly out of their way which their fathers walked in, obeying the commandments of the Lord Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, but they did not so. And when the Lord raised them up judges, then the Lord was with the judge and delivered them out of the hand of their enemies, and ordered the days of the judge. For it repented the Lord because of their groanings by reason of them that oppressed them and vexed them. So basically the Lord had a lot of mercy for Israel, man. A lot of it. However, verse 19, and it came to pass when the judge was dead, that they returned and corrupted themselves more than their fathers, in following other gods to serve them and to bow down unto them. They ceased not from their own doings, nor from their stubborn way. So basically Israel was like a stubborn child, man. No matter what Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai did for us, our people were quick to revert back to wickedness, quick to revert back to the way of the heathen. And that's the way that our people are unto this very day, man. That's why they're out here worshipping Allah, Cesare Borgia, Serapis, because they're in that spirit of, in that spirit of what Israel was in Jeremiah, the 44th chapter, when they said unto Jeremiah that they weren't going to hear the words he was speaking, because since they departed from the ways of the heathen, they had trouble. You see, because Jake don't like no controversy. They just want to be able to blend in, They want to be able to fit in. Just a second, Salakia. Jake want to be able to fit in, and really and truly, man, they don't want to have to go through any sort of hell. But we know in the spirit that Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai requires a great sacrifice from brothers, man, and that's why we walk this path. But the 2/3 of our people don't. Hence why they're going to be destroyed, man. Hence why Israel has been in slavery under every other nation, on the planet until this very day, man. You know, because of the fact that they were never, Israel has never been loyal to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai ultimately, only when it's good for them. Yeah, like it says, they ceased not from their own doings, nor from their stubborn way. And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel. And he said, because that this people have transgressed my covenant, which I commanded their fathers, and have not hearkened unto my voice, I will also henceforth drive them out from before them. I will also not henceforth drive out any from before them of the nations which Joshua left when he died. Yeah, that through them I may provoke Israel, whether they will keep the way of the Lord to walk therein as their fathers did keep it or not. Yeah, therefore the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai left those nations without driving them out hastily, neither delivered he them into the hand of Joshua. So ultimately, the Lord allowed these other nations to have against Israel, so that really they'd have a stronghold to take down Israel if they rebelled. And surely what did Israel do? They rebelled. That's why we're in the condition that we're in right now. That's why brothers right now are in America, England, France, all of these different nations rather than our homeland. Because pursuant to the curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, we weren't going to see our homeland no more, man. You know, but that's why we wait on Yahweh Shai, man, because Yahweh Shai was the lamb that was slain, the lamb that's going to return us back onto the Father. Yahweh Shai, Ra'azah, we be members of the elect in the first round, but ultimately all Israel's going to be saved, you know. The Most High is the one that's done this to us, man, because of the fact that we've continuously been rebellious. Lamentations 5 and 7 says, our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities. That's straight into the point, man. We're suffering the curses because really of what we did in our past lives as our forefathers, you know. Hey, let that sink in. We're suffering the hell right now because of the fact that in past lives, in past incarnations, we've been wicked, man. Us, our children, our forefathers, all of us, man, the whole nation's been wicked, and that's why Yahweh Shai is allowing all of this to happen to Israel, man. That's why really and truly this time of Jacob's trouble is coming, because you still got a large amount of Jake that are still quick to run down to Egypt pursuant to Isaiah the 30th chapter. You still got a lot of Jake out here that really don't show the Most High the respect he deserves. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna make you feel it after death by pain. Straight into the point, man. Because the Lord ain't playing, man. 2/3 of you gotta go. Isaiah 42 and 24 reads, and it's quite plain to the point, who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, he against whom we have sinned? For they will not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his law. Therefore have he poured out upon him the fury of his anger and the strength of battle, and they have set him on fire round about. Yet he knew not, and it burned him, yet he laid it not to heart. The Lord has destroyed our people for the fact that our people are wicked as all fucking hell, man. That's why we're out here in the ghettos. This is all through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yeah, the Lord sent his angels upon us, and really, they got our people pressed down, man, because of the fact that, number one, we deserve it for all of the wickedness, but our people never, ever, ever count the cost, man. They don't want to turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So ultimately, the 2/3 are going to suffer unto death. Lord willing, we be men of the Lord. We're going to be, delivered Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Ra'azah. But, hey, a lot of death is going to come. A lot of death, because this is not just a modern thing. This goes back to the ancient world. This is why, Israel was not hearing Jeremiah. They were calling him a young man. This is when, when Moses went up to Mount Sinai, the men of Israel got Aaron to build him a golden calf, and they were bowing down to it after the Lord had just guided them through the wilderness and through the Gulf of Suez and split the waters for them. Our people have always been wicked as hell, man. Always been wicked. And that's why Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to rain fire on you stupid niggas, man. You're going to die with the wicked. Yeah? Hosea 1, and I'm going to read from verse 9. This is the son of Hosea, and the Lord gave him a symbolic name. It says, Then said the Most High, call his name Lo Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. The word Lo Ami meaning effectively no people. Yeah? The Lord told Hosea to call his name Lo Ami, meaning no people, as a symbol, as a symbolic gesture for the fact that he wasn't going to be down with Israel no more, man. Yeah? He wasn't going to be down with them, man. Hey, but ultimately, guess what? We were going to be saved because it was all the willpower of Yahweh Shai that we go through this hell to come back full 360. That's why in the very next verse, verse 10, it says, "Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, You are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, You are the sons of the living power." You know, and this scripture is twofold, because really, where was it also said that we were not the people of the Lord? In the land of the north, in Babylon the Great, man, the new Babylon the Great, America. Because over there, Jake went into slavery and your heritage was beaten out of you. They had you believing you were African, you know, Nigerian, Ghanaian. The Most High doesn't identify with those fake nationalities, man. He identifies with Israelites, and ultimately speaking, that's who the Lord identifies with. But He knows who the Edomites are, the Elamites, the Moabites, etc. That's why their accounts are recorded in the Word, you know, regarding who they are. But ultimately speaking, the Lord's chosen is Israel. Just right now, Israel's got to go through a heavy judgment, man. You know, the Lord really and truly set Israel up for the fall, man, because of the fact that we rebelled against Him. But it's nearly that time where we're gonna get reinstated, man. It's nearly that time when we're gonna get reinstated. And I want to quickly bring this out, because the Lord really and truly has got us under these curses. Nothing's going to be able to deliver us out of it apart from the Lord, man, having mercy upon us through Yahweh Shai, His Son. Daniel 4:17 reads, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and by the demand of the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever He will, and setteth up over it the basis of men." And that's exactly what's happening right now. The Most High has set up the basis of men to rule the kingdom, man, as an example unto us of what happens when you go against Yahweh Shai. Daniel 2:20 also reads, "Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of Yahweh Yahweh Shai forever and ever, for wisdom and might are His, and He changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding." You know, and it goes on, but the Lord is the one that establishes. The Lord is the one that breaks down. What did He say to Pharaoh, man? "For this purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee." You know, the Lord made an example out of the Egyptian empire, really, so that His name will be glorified, man. He made an example out of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, man. Had him looking all kind of fucked up, just so that His name will be glorified, man. The Lord really builds up and He breaks down, man. Romans 9, man. Shall the thing say to him that formed it, Why hast thou made me thus? Hey, the Lord will have mercy on who He chooses to have mercy, and who He chooses to harden, He will harden. Israel's been through that hardening process, and we drank right down to the dregs, like the scriptures saith. But ultimately speaking, we're gonna be redeemed. We're gonna be, we're gonna be elevated out of the hell that we're catching, man. And it's about time, man, because man, this society's got Jake all kind of fucked up. Read the Lamentations, man. Even before this captivity, Jake's been catching hell through the Babylonian, the Medo-Persian, the Greeks, the Romans. Even before that, going back to Babylon, you got the Northern Kingdom suffering under the Assyrians before they were let loose. Yeah, the Lord is the one that scattered us, man. Ezekiel 36, and I want to start from verse 17. "Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and by their doings. Their way was before me as the uncleanliness of a removed woman. Wherefore I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land, and for their idols wherewith they had polluted it. And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries. According to their doings, according to their way, and according to their doings, I judged them." So ultimately, the Lord fucked us up. Why did He fuck us up? Because of the fact that we went off, man, as a people. Yeah, we didn't keep His commandments. We didn't keep the righteous ways of the Lord, and the Lord messed us up for it. But He's gonna bring us back into the kingdom, and ultimately speaking, we're gonna live a beautiful life in the kingdom, brothers, man. And it's only a matter of time. It really is only a matter of time, man. Verse 21 says, "But I had pity on my holy name, which the house of Israel profaned among the heathen, whither they went. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen, whither ye went." What's this thing the Lord's going to do? He's going to deliver us, man. He's going to save us, pursuant to Malachi, the 3rd chapter, and the 6th verse, saying that he changeth not, therefore us the sons of Jacob are not consumed, you know. "And I will sanctify my great name," so, you know, which was made profaned among the heathen, which ye are profaned in the midst of them, and the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, says the Most High, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. For I will take you from among the heathen, and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land. Yeah? And hey, it goes into it, man. One of my favorite chapters, but the Lord is going to beautify Israel, man. The reason that we went off, really and truly, is so that we could learn a full 180 in our righteousness and match that with the 180 in righteousness to get a full picture, man. Israel, really, to be honest with you, this is the Lord's movie, and we went off because the Lord put us in these bodies, man, subject to sin, man, sown onto sin. But really, we then, you know, ultimately got punished for the wickedness that we done. But the Lord's gonna deliver us, and through all of that suffering, we've been purged and made perfect, man. You know, well, we're being made perfect, I should say, but we're gonna ultimately be made perfect when the Lord gives us that heart of flesh. That's what we're waiting upon. This is the Lord's movie, man. The Lord wrote the script how he wanted it, and we're just playing it out, man. You know, but little children, as the scripture saith, it is the last time, man. That includes myself when I say that. Ultimately speaking, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to have mercy on Israel and yet choose Jacob, man. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ratazah, that comes real soon. Yeah, stay strong, Akyam, man. No, the Lord fucked us all up. The Lord fucked us up for the wickedness that we did unto him, but he's going to have mercy upon us in the long run. Yeah, stay strong, Akyam. Shalom. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakah Fam. Shalom.